You trembled. You trembled. This was my number. I hadn't got a tattoo, but that was my number on the slave laborer's uniform. Jew, 18th of January 1945. Oh, Buchenwald, I shall never forget you. We had to sing this, because you are my fate, and how wonderful freedom is, oh, Buchenwald. That's what made us sing. Here, you want to take a picture of the bathrooms? It's a little bit better than Buchenwald. Listen, my father wasn't rich, he had money. What happened? At the age of 50, they dragged him into a gas chamber. Yeah, with my mother and my brother. I went into hiding, otherwise I wouldn't be here. If I went with them, next day I would have been gone. Yeah. But I must say, God was good to me. I have no argument with God. I'm not asking him why was I in the camps. He made that up to me. He did. I can tell you.
From Mount Sinai to Salford, the Torah scroll is at the very heart of Judaism. It contains the early history of the Jews, from the creation of the world to the death of Moses.
This is a very, very special morning today for the Brody family. They are finishing writing a Sefer Torah, a fabulous event to be able to do. It is a real men event. So that's a lot of Jewish religion things.
Today is a rare treat. A handful of men have the privilege of writing the last few Hebrew letters to finish off the scroll.
Most of the middle of the aleph has been filled in, so you've got 3 box. You've got the 2, well, if they make a mistake, we cross that bridge when we come to it, and obviously sometimes I have to make repairs.
It can take a year for a scribe to write a scroll. Anthony Brodie was lucky. He won this one with a £100 raffle ticket.
That's it, you're done.
£100, that's all. Good value. Considering a Sefer Torah actually costs probably about £23,000.
Sefer Torah.
I would love to be able to do one in the honour of my parents, but it's just unaffordable.
The Torah is used for readings during services on Sabbaths and religious festivals. This one will have a home in a newly built synagogue.
One thing about being Jewish, which I do like, it's very communal, and I think that's very, very important.
The ultra-Orthodox tend to live in the Salford area, Broughton Park, but the whole of North Manchester is quite a religious community.
If you're religious, you'll stick together where there's a shul and there's a community, and it's a sense of security, I think.
The Torah lays down Jewish laws to live by. The rules of keeping a kosher home even state what Burnett should and shouldn't eat.
Hi! Definitely we can't eat pig. We definitely can't eat gelatin. We definitely can't eat non-kosher meat at all.
Kosher, you want to eat kosher. But some of the people, religious, will not mix with people, a neighbour who doesn't eat kosher. Do you understand? Yeah.
Whether you're kosher or not, everything stops here on Friday afternoon for the Sabbath, the Jewish holy day.
On Saturday, we call it a Shabbos. That's our day of rest. And we do absolutely nothing as regards to work. So all the preparations are done on the Friday.
Jewish law means we're not allowed to film on the Sabbath. So Burnett is cooking her typical Friday night meal on a Thursday.
I've made the fish, I've made the soup, I've made the chicken, I've made the meat, I've made the cockles, I've made the desserts, I've made the lot.
There's the Torah law, you should keep 6 days, you shall work, and on the 7th you shall rest.
Yum. Let me just check my soup. Jewish penicillin.
There's certain Torah laws that have been laid down what you're not allowed to do.
It's not permissible to flicker light, to light a light, make it strike a match, nothing.
So you can't watch television, you can't put anything electrical on.
Not allowed to tear on Shabbos, so I'd normally cut it ready in advance. I don't have any toilet paper that's on a roll, then I've just got loose tissue so we don't have to tear. We're not allowed to tear. My Shabbos kettle, don't boil a kettle at all. We don't switch on or off, it's on. We're not allowed to use any hot water like that, so what I have to do is wait till after Shabbos to wash up. So all my dishes are all stacked up on the side. That annoys me, actually. If I forget to put the kettle on and we have no hot water, then we have to bring in a non-Jewish person into the house who doesn't have a clue what I'm talking about, because we're not allowed to ask them to put the water on. And you've got to say, well, I can't make myself one, but I'd really like one. And you could go through this for 2 hours before the cutting on, that you can't switch the time switch on. If I don't do that, then we can't have any food, because the light will go on and off on the fridge. I work and then have to come home and have to do all my cleaning and cooking and Shabbos and baking and everything. Michael comes in. Oh, nice. Love it. The kids come in. I love it. You know, they've done nothing and I'm like ready to have a, you know, heart attack here. Bless him. Most of our meals are around family, which is what a lot of people admire about Jewish people. We sit round the table. Are you sure you've had dinner?
Really very nice.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's part of the 10 Commandments. Keep the Shabbos day and make it holy. So it's up there with killing and adultery. Well, the meal always tastes nicer.
To the non-Jewish world, Jewish food is chicken soup and knedels, or they go, ugh, yuck, chopped liver, ugh.
People say, oh, it's the restrictions and this and that, but if you take it on board as part of your life, then you're supposed to enjoy it. And I think you do. Like that henpecked husband who said, are you a henpecked husband? And he says, I don't know, I'll have to ask my wife.
Michael, do you want another glass of wine?
No.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm telling you, no.
Yeah, I think you are.
Not everyone observes the Sabbath rules. For Joel, Saturday is just another day of work.
We're open 7 days a week, so we can satisfy most customers. If I was a religious Jewish person, I shouldn't really be open on a Saturday, but I am, and I'm not religious.
Did you say you want a little bit off this? Which little bit should I cut?
Your clothes are far too big for me. I'm very small. I wish. Jewish community style is size 0, skinny legs, or size 16, and it hides a multitude of sins, which being Jewish and eating a lot, you need to do. It's not, it doesn't suit.